What's going on, guys? It's your boy Glitcher coming back at you guys with another zombies video. And in today's video we're going to be going over the top 5 best Easter eggs in any Treyarch game. And thank you guys for all the recent support on the videos. You guys have been killing it. But without further ado, let's get right into it. And coming in at number 5, we have Moon. Now let's start off with some of the bad about this Easter egg. There is not a lot of bad things, but there's just a couple things that are so bad they weigh down the whole Easter egg a lot. Some of those being the RNG involved in this, especially Excavator 6, that can take from anywhere from round 2 to round 3, or like 30. And the box luck is almost horrible because you have, or not box RNG, because you do need box luck for it, because you need to get the Gershes, QEDs, Gershes, and the wave gun. Now, let's get to the good in this Easter egg. One of the coolest things is switching bodies with Samantha if you're playing Richtofen. And another cool thing is blowing up the fucking earth. One of the coolest things you do in zombies. And also, this Easter egg truly changed the Easter eggs, the way they were made and how innovative this one was. And also, going back to Area 51 after you've blown it up is one of the sickest things ever. And that's it for Moon. And coming in at number 5, we have none other than fucking Call of the Dead. This map, in my eyes, started the whole Easter egg trend. Like, I feel like this is the first main Easter egg with a quest, with a point. That's, in my eyes, I don't think Ascension was that big of an Easter egg, but I mean, that technically was the first Easter egg, but this was the first, like, complex one, I guess you could say. Man, the thing about this Easter egg is you actually get some when you beat it. You literally get a Wonder Waff every time you kill George, that fucking bastard. But, you get a Wonder Waff every time you kill him. If you want to get to high round on this map, you definitely will need it. But this Easter egg, this cool thing about this Easter egg, it varies if you're playing solo or with 2 people. And in my eyes, that's one of the coolest things there, like, about it. No other Easter egg has it, because there's no, like, Shadows of Evil, you can't do it solo. They could have added a solo quest, but they didn't. But this one's going to be short and quick, because it is just Call of the Dead. There's really not a lot to talk about, but some of the bad is the VR11, having to get that out of the box. That thing fucking blows, we all know that. Now, a cool thing about this Easter egg, one of the coolest things, is you're helping the crew get out of, out behind a wall. You help them escape, and they go on to Shangri-La after this, and that's going to be it for Call of the Dead. This one's going to be short and sweet. See you guys over at number 3. And coming in at number 3, this is the first real curveball. It's Origins. Now, I'm going to talk about why it's at number 3 and not 1 or 2. Because I just don't like how you have, the whole Easter egg is just building and upgrading the stats, basically. And then you have like 3 other steps, and then you have to do the final step. And it involves a lot of RNG. As you can see, I have a speed run up here. This is not my footage. Their video will be linked in the bio, or description. I don't know why I said bio, but yeah, as you can see, they're moving fast. Like, this record on this Easter egg solo is like 40-something minutes, 30-something minutes. And, like, that's just insane compared to all the other ones that are maybe like 30. But besides that, some of the good about this Easter egg, things I like, is the staffs. Building them actually isn't that bad. Yeah, it does get old after a while, but building them is not that bad. And I do like how you can do this solo. And besides that, there's really not much more to talk about. I think this is one of the first, like, coolest, first cutscene ever in zombies. And probably one of the coolest ones, best ways to end off BO2. And besides that, there's not really much more to talk about Origins. So let's get right in. Now, coming in at number 2, you guys had to have seen this coming. It's Go Rod Crovey. Now, let's start off with some of the bad about this Easter egg, because there's not a lot of it if we're being honest. Now, some things I do hate is having to get the egg and doing all those things every time you play. And some of the trophy steps are just flat out stupid, like the Valkyrie one. That one's retarded. And the bomb step. But those do add challenge, so I can't say they completely ruin it. They are just annoying. And the thing about this Easter egg is you don't need the ray gun Mark III. You just don't need to get out of the box. It does help. And that's how I think it should be. You don't need to get stuff out of the box. Just stuff that helps you. But now let's get to the good. Now, there's a lot to go over with the good, but let's start off with the steps and how you even start this. The valve step can be annoying. You do have to use a website to do it, unless you're fucking a genius or something. But besides that, I mean, that step's not that bad. And besides that, another great step. I'd say most of the trophy ones are pretty fun. They add challenge to it. As you know, Go Rod is probably one of the hardest Easter eggs on BO3. But truly, the greatest thing about Go Rod that I think puts it at this spot is the boss fight. Now, I'm not talking about the dragon boss fight. That's like every other boss fight, where you just wait for a weak spot to get opened up because of some bullshit. I mean, it's pretty cool that you're fighting a fucking dragon, but the main part of this boss fight is actually fighting Nikolai in that sick in-game cutscene you get.
The dragon has been defeated. Your bravery is matched only by your drunkenness, Nikolai. Unfortunately, and I really am very sorry about this, our mission can only be completed if you surrender.
A true Russian never surrenders.
Now, when you're fighting Nikolai in the mech suit after the cutscene plays, the in-game one, it's probably, I'd go as far as to say, it's definitely the hardest boss fight in any Call of Duty Zombies game. Because you have the manglers running around raping you. I probably shouldn't use that word for it. That was retarded. But, and you also have Nikolai in a giant fucking suit just shooting at you with a harpoon gun, whatever that is. And you have raps coming in on your ass hot. And that's going to be it for Go Rod. Let's get in to number 1. And coming in at the number 1 spot, we've got Drak. I don't know where to start on this map, because if I'm being honest, there's no bad. I mean, yeah, you can say it's really easy, but it's like a real complex Easter egg, in my opinion. And you're not really forced. There's nothing that involves RNG in this. You only have to make one bow, depending on how much people are in your game. It varies how much you have in your game. And the bows are really easy to make. You don't even have to upgrade them, because there is no upgrade. And truly one of the most iconic moments, shooting Dempsey from out of the sky and killing him to start off BO3 as DLC 1. And lastly, this map started boss fights and has one of the best boss fights. Truly one of the hardest ones too, besides Go Rod. And without further ado, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.